friends, and welcome back to my channel. So I've been alluding to some news that I wanted to share, and before going to London we had an unexpected turn of events and we are moving. So we are staying here in North Carolina, but we are downsizing and we are moving into a fixer-upper. Honestly, the whole thing happened so fast, it felt like the universe was like sending us signals and the house basically chose us. I think we had watched way too much Chip and Joanna Gaines fixer-upper, and we manifested this to happen. So be careful what you wish for. So if you know Lim and me, we are both deliberators. We can take our time weighing in the pros and the cons and just really thinking through, especially a decision so big as to like move. So it almost like it had to happen this way, because once we were in contract, everything was just go, go, go. And as much as we are excited right now, it has also been bittersweet, because our current home has been a really joyful, beautiful place where we have made lovely memories with family and friends. And we are always going to be so grateful for this chapter, for the last 10 years in this house. And we actually even went into each room when we were leaving on that last day, and just thought of a memory in that space in each room. So we knew it was time for a change, and it was a difficult choice because we were pretty happy and content, but we knew we needed a different space for how we wanted to prepare for the future. So we're looking forward to living in a smaller space where we can create the kind of home that is going to support us moving forward. So today I thought I would take you along into the last days in my studio as I pack and prepare to keep a journaling practice through all of these changes. So this has been a true season of a lot going on. There's been moving and packing, paperwork, selling a house, buying a house, and working on renovating a house, as well as having all these trips we had planned already for all of these different milestones in our families. And it has been definitely a very busy season. So in the midst of that, I have really been missing being in an art studio or art space. So what I started doing was just using the supplies that I had packed already for London to keep a practice going in a similar fashion, just in the midst of everything that's been going on. I took a little bit of time between packing to play in my journals and to use the materials that I had packed when I went to London, as well as some of the books that I had bought while I was in London, the David Hockney book and the Henry Moore book. And I thought, well, I'm just going to spend some more time looking at their work and using the photographs I took on that trip as kind of source material or references for a continued practice. And so I love David Hockney's marks, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to be just looking at one of the spreads in the Hockney book that I purchased, and I'm going to be using that as a reference for some mark making little swatches, so to speak. So looking through the materials that I had in my pencil cases, I'm choosing a color palette. You'll also see me swatching my little watercolor set, because I've never done that before, and then trying to come up with a color that is similar to colors that Hockney used in the spread that I chose. And yeah, just playing with some watercolor. I don't really know how to use watercolor properly. because I have done such little watercoloring, but it's very portable and I'm trying to use that more. So you'll see me kind of work through that here. And then when I let that dry and I use my colored pencils and my Neocolor 2 aquarelle crayons to swatch some things out. I've added these two smaller notebooks to my kit, and I still have loose pieces of paper inside this large pencil case. And I also have a small paper bag where I keep loose sketches. And in these smaller journals, I am collecting sketches of trees that are either around me or from photographs that I took when I was away. And they are obviously inspired by David Hockney and Henry Moore. These are some marks that I gathered from some of David Hockney's paintings. And these are the swatches I did the watercolor with. And these are all just little kind of swatches, tiny sketches of marks using different tools. And then I also swatched some of my colored pencils and Neocolor 2 crayons. So we have a lot of home projects going on right now, and we still have to, like, I can't even think about the unpacking of all the boxes, especially that we've moved into a smaller home. But if you're interested in seeing some of those things, I think it's going to be a beautiful space. Even though right now everything looks really scary. But if that's something that you're interested in seeing, I will be sharing some of that and my continued art practice. And I'd also love to hear if you have any suggestions on how you keep your art practices going. What are your rituals or daily practices, especially during these big, busy seasons? Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope to see you in a couple of weeks.